Good morning, Sing Space. Good morning. Welcome to the vocal gym. If anyone's out there, give me a little wave, a hi, a hello, just to make sure that you are there with me. Hi, I can see a couple of people are tuning in. Welcome this morning. My name is Hannah Smikle. It's great to be here with you. Oh, good morning, Nicole. Thank you for letting me know that you're joining me today. Yes, I am Hannah Smikle. I'm one of the recommended Sing Space coaches, and it is an absolute pleasure to be back in the vocal gym this morning. As you can see, I'm going to be doing a little bit more of accent method inspired exercises to start your vocal day. If you're joining us live in the morning, I usually tune in on a Wednesday morning for my SOVT Wednesdays. So we're going to be doing some SOVT inspired exercises, although you won't need a straw. So these are these exercises that will help you when you don't have your water handy or your straw handy. What can you do? So we'll be going through some accent method inspired sounds, some breathing exercises. And what I thought I'd start with is a little bit of a physical warm up this morning, because it's just a nice way to start vocalizing. It helps to reduce that physical tension. Good morning, Steph and Michelle. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, give us a little wave, give us a little good morning. If you're joining us live, if you're joining us on catch up, that's amazing. These exercises will help you to start your day when you're vocalizing, but also as a cool down and as a reset as well. So you can use this kind of work for any point in your day when you're preparing to sing, or like I said, if you're looking to reset your voice as well after singing. So hopefully you'll find it really valuable going forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a little check-in, both for your speaking and singing voice this morning. Then we're going to move on to a little bit of physical work. Hi Jay, nice to see you, good morning. And then after some physical work, a few breathing exercises to get you a little bit more familiar with accent method if you hadn't joined me on our first accent method inspired session. And then we'll do some vocalizing. Lovely. So we're going to just check in with our speaking voices this morning. Now, if you are joining us in the morning live, you might not really have spoken to anyone. You might not have been up for very long, or you might have been up for very long and have had a really stressful morning commuting or, getting the kids off to school. So we're going to check in with your speaking voice. So what I'd like you to say for me is, hi, my name is fill in the blank. This is going to be a great day. Okay, but before you do, what I want you to do is, as you're speaking, as you are vocalizing, I want you to check in with your effort level. I want you to check in with your vocal tone. Notice what is going on with your vocal tone. Is it clear? Is it strong? Is it breathy? Are there points where you might be dipping into a bit of gritty quality, a little bit of fry? And what's kind of going on with your speaking voice this morning? Where does it feel like it is in terms of resonance? Does it feel quite forward? Are we a little bit held back this morning? So we're going to say, hi, my name is Hannah, and this is going to be a great day. But you say your own name. Okay, let's try that together and just make those observations about your voice. Off you go. Awesome. Okay, I deliberately didn't speak at the same time just so that you didn't hear me over you. What did you observe? What did you observe about your vocal tone this morning? I'm hearing, for me, I'm dipping into a little bit of fry, sounding a little bit gritty. I think I'm a little bit held back. I think I'd like to have a little bit more of that forward placement this morning. And so some of the exercises we're going to do are going to help you with that. We're going to go through a little vocal siren now to check in with our singing voice and the sense of flexibility in our voice right off the bat and see where we're at. So if you can choose your kind of favorite SOVT sound, that could be as simple as a closed mouth hum, an N, NG, like a siren, puffy cheeks, lip trill, or any of the other various SOVT sounds that you might be familiar with. And we're going to do a siren through our whole vocal range, starting from spoken voice pitch up and then back down to the lower pitches. Again, don't feel like you have to pitch match me. I want you to work within your own vocal range and go with what feels good for you. So choose your favorite SOVT. Start at spoken voice pitch for me, and then we're going to take it up like a siren or a glide all the way through your vocal range and then back down, descending right back down into your lower pitch range chest voice. Again, we're just going to make some observations this morning. What does the effort level feel like for your voice this morning? How does your vocal tone sound through the SOVT? Does it sound consistent? Are there breaks? Are there moments in the voice where we cut out and disappear? What's going on for you vocally? So why don't you choose your favorite SOVT? I'm going to go up on an NG, a little siren, and then let's go through our vocal range, starting at spoken voice pitch. Here we go. What did you observe about your voice this morning? What did your effort level feel like? I want you to just log that, and we're going to come back to it at the end when we will finish with the same exercise and see how your voice is feeling. Okay, we're going to get into some physical exercises this morning. And so I'm going to ask you to stand up. We're going to just use a little bit of space this morning. Work within your own physical capacity. If you're feeling like you want to have a good old stretch, get involved with this. Only work to kind of what feels good for you. Don't go to the point of pain. It's a warm-up, not a workout. We're going to go through some exercises like spine rolls, shoulder rolls, shrugs, swimming, lots of kind of upper body mobility, and just to release any of that physical tension. So why don't you take a moment to find some space. So for me, I'm going to get up off my chair, and then I'll just adjust my camera as well. Fantastic. Okay, so first exercise here is going to be a spine roll or a body roll. And so again, if you've got any issues around like mobility or feeling particularly tight, or anything is, you know, particularly not feeling great for you in terms of mobility and going through these exercises, please do work with your own sense of capacity and freedom. If you feel like something's not for you, that's great. You can sit that one out and jump back in when you feel like you want to. That's absolutely fine. We're going to do a little bit of mobility work through the spine. So we're going to take our chin down to our chest, allow the heaviness of the head to lead the roll, and we're going to go through the body toward the floor. We're going to hang there toward the floor for 2 breaths. And as we go down, what I want you to be thinking about when you're down toward the floor is allowing the breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. When we get down to the bottom, we're just going to hang like a rag doll, nice and heavy. Okay, so here we go then. So taking your chin down to your chest, allowing the head to lead the charge. We're taking the head right down, going through the spine, nice soft knees all the way to the floor. Hanging down here, just make sure that your knees aren't locked out. Just gently sway back and forth from the toe to the heel, finding a place of neutral, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then very slowly, we're going to rebuild the spine, coming up nice and gently. The head is still down, chin tucked to chest. And that's the last thing that comes up all the way to the top. You're going to take in nice deep breath here, chin down to chest, and you're going to roll right back down, nice and slowly, all the way to the floor. Remember, nice soft knees, don't lock them back. Hanging here, taking in a deep breath in your nose, out through your mouth. And again, just allow that body to hang in through your nose, out through your mouth. Rebuilding the spine. Up we come. Nice and soft knees. Try not to lock. Keep them just a little bent there. Head coming up as the last thing. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to go into some shoulder clocks now. This is where we kind of have a bit more of an exaggerated shoulder roll. So we take our shoulders up to our ears. And this would be 12 o'clock if we had a clock face here. 12 o'clock, we're taking them around to 3 o'clock. Lovely stretch along the shoulder blades here. Down to 6 o'clock. Back to 9 o'clock. And then up to 12 again. So we're taking a really, really exaggerated rotation here through the shoulder joint. Lovely. And we're going to do that 4 times. Good. Getting a good old stretch there. And then when you've gone round 4 times, we're going to send them the other way. How do your shoulders feel this morning? Oh, mine feel like they need this so much. Oh, lovely. Really great. So last 2 now, coming across the body up to the ears. Fantastic. Lovely. Last one. Good stuff. So we're going to go with some shoulder shrugs here. Now, it's almost like a little bit of negative practice here. So we're going to inhale and take the shoulders up to the ears. Okay, so this is kind of, what we don't really want to be doing when we're singing. Okay, and then we're going to do a lovely exaggerated exhale and drop that tension right down. Breathing in, taking the shoulders up. Letting it go. Last time, breathing in. Last one. Taking the arms forward now in a swim. So we're going to go 4 forward, 3, 4, 4 back, 1, 2. Any clicks happening for you? 3, 4. They are for me. Fantastic. And then just shake that out. Lovely stuff. We're going to do a little neck stretch now. So we're going to take our eyes down to the floor. Feel the stretch at the back of the neck. Put your hand over your tummy here. Breathe in through the nose. Release the tummy wall. Breathe out. Allow the tummy to come back in towards the spine. Try that again for me. Breathe in. Release the tummy. Breathe out. Come up to neutral. Bring your head up. Lovely. You might be familiar with the acronym SPLAT. Singers, please loosen abdominal tension. That was a acronym coined by Janice Chapman, which is all about reminding singers to release the abdominal wall, which is quite often not really what we want to do when we're singing and performing. And so as we go through these next few exercises with these neck stretches, what I want you to be thinking about, which is a lot of the idea of accent method, is to allow the abdominal wall to relax and then engage, relax, and engage. So we're going to do a little neck stretch here. We're going to look down and then take our gaze over towards your left shoulder. Here you're going to breathe in through your nose, release the tummy wall, and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Taking the gaze over to your right shoulder, keeping the eyes down, feel the shoulder stretch on the left hand side. Breathing in through your nose. Release the tummy out through your mouth. Breathing in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Fantastic. Coming back around to neutral. Lovely stuff. We're going to do a little bit of face massage. So 3 fingers like this to the top of your cheekbones. And we're going to walk that down, slight pressure on the chewing muscle here, going from the cheekbone to the corner of the jawbone here, like this. This is where we wipe all our makeup off if we've done that already this morning. Going down to the corner of the jawbone, working in the direction of the muscle fibers, from the cheekbone to the jawbone. Oh, allow the jaw to be nice and loose. Fantastic. Lovely. We're going to do a little tongue stretch. So with your mouth closed, I want you to send the tongue around the top and bottom of the teeth, like you are washing your teeth, getting something out from breakfast. So close the mouth for me. Tongue stretch, circular motions, clockwise and anti-clockwise, until you feel a bit of a stretch of the tongue root, and then we stop. Lovely. I want you to do a little chew for me. So we're going to keep the mouth closed. We're going to chew and get a circular motion going with the jaw. I want you to imagine that you've got a piece of toffee or chewing gum, and you're going to really chew, 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 chew. Going to grow the space at the back of the mouth, almost like we're going to have a yawn. Inhale and then do a nice sigh exhale for me on that yawn. This is a fantastic exercise to really stretch out the back muscles of the throat and allow the jaw to relax as well, which are great exercises to do before singing. Also mobilizing that jaw and releasing any tension here too. So mouth closed, nice circular motions with the jaw, growing and growing that sense of space at the back of the mouth, leading into a yawn. And a nice bear yawn on the way down. Give me one more of those. Closing the mouth, circular motions. Fantastic. Lovely. We're going to go into some vocalizing now. So you might like to remain standing, or you might like to sit, if that feels more comfortable for you. Those exercises there, for me, were well, I found them as a patient when I was going through some voice rehab and speech therapy, but also I've been on some courses with the wonderful Dane Chalfin, who is an excellent vocal rehabilitation coach, and both the clinic that I attended and Dane use exercises that are similar to help their singers feel reduction in tension and more restorative physical exercises before vocalizing, and they have got immense value. So hopefully you've enjoyed a little bit of a whistle stop tour of that physical warm-up this morning. So we've done a little bit of breath work, and the idea around accent method is we want to release our abdominals on the inhale and then draw them in. The lower abdominal muscles, not the six-pack muscles, those lower abdominal muscles are going to aid with the exhale. And so what we're going to do is we're going to introduce some unvoiced fricatives. So these are those consonants that don't activate the voice. So we're going to breathe in for 4 counts, and I'm going to give you a couple of different sounds to exhale on. So first of all, we are going to exhale on an F sound like this. So we're going to breathe in for 4 counts. We're going to breathe in for 4 counts again, and then like a snake. We're going to breathe in and exhale on a shh. We're going to breathe in, relax, and exhale on a. So on that one, we're just going to breathe out over the tongue blade, allow the air to pass over the tongue. Try not to bite down too hard or encourage the jaw to be a little tight there. So I've put those on the screen for you. We've got sh and th. So let's try that together now. Breathing in for 4 and exhaling over those 4 sounds. And I will give you the heads up on what we're doing here. So after 4, 3, 4, breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, let's exhale on a 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Shh. Breathing in, 2, 3, th. Fantastic. We're going to turn the voice on. We're going to activate the voice now. So we're going to go from an unvoiced fricative to a voiced fricative. So our becomes our s becomes z, our sh becomes zh, and our th. Okay, so let's try that. Breathing in for 4 and exhaling on those 4 sounds. After 4, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 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 2, 3, 4. Great. So what we're going to do now is go through a few exercises that incorporate these sounds into vocal exercises. Now, what I want you to watch out for with these particularly are the onsets. So trying not to be a little squeezy on the onset. So that's the start of the sound. We don't want to be too glottal. So where we get that squeeze sort of in the throat, if you like, or from the vocal cords, we get that press happening first. And so I want you to think about, how does it sound? What is the level of attack here on the onset of the sound as we start? So we're just going to go through holding for 4 counts, a semitone at a time to begin with. So you can start here, you can start the octave below. We're going to start with our v sound. So pop your hand over your abdomen, you're going to breathe in for 4 counts, releasing the tummy wall, and then so exhaling for 4 counts, and then you have 4 counts again to breathe in and prepare, relax the tummy wall, and then exhaling again over our voiced fricative. And I'll tell you when they change. After 4, breathing in, 3, 4, breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing in. Last one on a V. Here we go. How are your glottal onsets? Are we beatboxing this morning? Are we nice and smooth? Are we nice and balanced? Have we got that lovely, glorious, simultaneous onset? As we change the sound now to just be mindful again that we're not and squeezing that sound. We've got the lovely balance of breath and muscle going into the sound. If it helps you, you can start with the unvoiced and then turn the voice on, activate the voice once you have started with the at the beginning, if you're finding this one tricky. Same thing. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing in. Last one. 3, 4. How did you find that one compared to the V? Are we still nice and smooth on that onset? Okay, a good one to check in with your glottals is doing little pulses. Okay, so we're practicing both the onset and the relationship with the breath and the abdominal, and allowing the belly wall to relax, engage, relax and engage. So let's have a go at that. We're going to go back to our V sound down at the bottom. So we're going to have 3 pulses, like your phone's vibrating on a table. And for this one, again, hands over your abdomen. Let's think about relax, engage, relax, engage, relax, engage. 3, 4. Up we go. One more. How are we getting on with those glottals? How are we getting on with the abdominal engagement? Are we finding that we're able to connect those two? Let me know in the comments. Okay, we're going to go through from here with a little pitch glide. Okay, when we first start, I love a bit of a fifth, get things nice and warm without getting too stretchy to start with. Let's start here where we just finished off, gliding up for the fifth and then back down on the Z sound. Here we go. You might like to smile on this one. Don't forget the tummy. Last one. Okay, let's start to work some vowels in here. We like a combination of vowel and fricative to just almost like start the sound off and then going into the vowel, as we would be doing that in our text and in our song. So let's descend back from where we started up here. We're going to open out to an R vowel once we have landed the pitch first, okay? Have a go at that for me. 3, 4. Coming down. Fantastic. We're going to do a little arpeggio this time, and we're going to start with the fricative sound but go into the vowel immediately this time. So va is a little bit easier to sing. So we're going to head up on a va, ba, 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 ba. Now, if we're a little bit too heavy with the V sound, sometimes as we start to lift higher, that can feel a bit restrictive. So if you need to almost relax that a little bit, in terms of going more closer to the than the when we get to the top, you can do that. Let's try that then. Octave arpeggio ascending. 3, 4. Va 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 va. 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 Last one. Va 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 va. How are we doing so far? Hopefully you're still sticking with me and you're all good at the top, up there on a top G. Hopefully that's kind of blown the cobwebs away this morning. All right, let's descend back down. I love any of those siren sounds from the beginning, your N, your NG, they're lovely for the top. They can feel kind of less exposing, particularly for the morning. So we're going to breathe in, relax the tummy wall, and then start at the top with an N or an NG if you like. Let's try that first of all, closed all the way to the bottom. 2, 3, 4. Down we go. That's it. This time, when we get to the bottom and you've landed your bottom pitch there, you're going to open out to our R again. Down we go. Good. Don't forget your tummy release. Now, as we get towards the lower pitches, what I really like to do is the TH sound. Helps with a little bit of jaw release. It helps to keep the tongue nice and forward. And if we have a tendency to close our mouth or alter our jaw, modify our jaw as we go down, which a lot of singers struggle with, this is a really good one to stabilize that. So we're going to do a little semitone walk, a tonal walk. So try that for me. 3, 4. Down we go. Nice and relaxed on the tongue. Lazy jaw. Nice and soft here. Fantastic. Okay. Lovely stuff. We're going to go back to our check-in now. We had 2 check-ins. We had our spoken voice check-in where we said, hey, my name is Hannah and today is going to be a great day. So let's go back to our spoken voice check-in. Let's try that now. 2, 3, 4. Hey, my name is Hannah and today is going to be a great day. How does that feel compared to your first spoken voice exercise this morning? Do you notice anything different about your voice? Do you notice any improvements there? What do you notice about the resonance? Does it feel any more forward? Does it feel any less held back, less clunky, less gunky? Any less grittiness or vocal fry in there? How about your singing siren? So do you remember what SOVT sound you used at the beginning? Let's try that. So we're going to start spoken voice all the way through to the top pitch and then right back down again. Okay, when you're ready, off you go. Fantastic. What do you notice about your voice this morning? Steph has said there's less fry and much clearer. That's really fantastic. The voice fricatives will really help you with that balance between breath and muscle and the sense of vocal fold balance there. So that is wonderful. And Michelle also is saying her voice is much clearer. That is so great. I hope that your sirens are feeling nice and free. Mine is feeling much freer at the top there. I think the less physical tension that we have in our bodies, particularly around our larynx, really helps with facilitating the ease and the flexibility of your voice, particularly at the top end as well. So I hope you've enjoyed some accent method inspired exercises this morning, and you're all set up for the day, ready to sing. I'm going to leave you here because there'll be something else that you need to get to, I'm sure. Have a fantastic day and happy singing.